That's going to have a crack. He is, you know. Oh, I say!
Messi. Oh, brilliant skill from Lionel Messi. Surging forward with real menace here. Brilliant from Messi. Oh, what a goal that is!
How bad is that when you start a show and you're still on mute? You know what happened? I was just having some green and black dark chocolate. So I thought, just in case I haven't finished in time, I'll put it on mute, then start talking when I'm on mute. Good evening, each and every one of you. I hope you're well. What's happening in the world of Tottenham Hotspur? What's happening in all your lives? Hope everyone is well. I'm sure some of you have just come over from Henry's stream, where he has desperately tried to convince me to get myself a Saudi Arabian team to support this year. Not gonna happen. Not interested one bit. Big up to absolutely everyone. Let's look at some of the main headlines as far as Spurs are concerned from the last day or so. Then we'll do some introductions and we'll take it from there. But you know the rules. Smash the like button. Then I don't have to keep asking. Blah, 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 blah. We all know. Only going to go for about an hour and 15. And then Sean is live at 9:45. So I beg. All right, beg. I'd implore you to go over there and follow Sean at 9:45. Tottenham Hotspur. So what have we had the last 48 hours? A lot of this is rumour and conjecture. But let's go for it. You have had, where to start? Lloris. Apparently, you'll hear that a lot, apparently has rejected Lazio. Now, apparently he's rejected Lazio because he wants to be the number one choice keeper and isn't guaranteed that at Lazio. I mean, the guy's about 58 or something, isn't he? Why does he think he should be first choice? Second of all, you've got Tanganga. All of the reports saying that Luton have asked about having him on loan for a year with an option to buy. Will that happen? We've seen that a lot this year, haven't we? Where these offers seemingly come in and then they just go quiet. They just disappear and nothing really happens. Off the back of that, we have had reports today that Giovanni Lo Celso is wanted by Real Betis. Obviously, he's played there before and apparently they want him back, which I don't think would be a bad move for him because I can't see that he's guaranteed football at this club. There are reports, once again, that Reggie is wanted by 3 or 4 different Spanish teams. There are reports that Eric Dyer is wanted by Fulham, possibly as a replacement for Tosin Adarabioyo, who it looks like will be joining Monaco. All of these different things going on. Will Jed Spence go out on loan? All of these different things. In terms of incomings, let's have a look at it. Lots of reports saying that today that Spurs do not want to pay the fee for Gift Orban. Now, Gift Orban is wanted. They apparently, biggest word in the world, apparently Gift Orban is wanted. His club wants 30 to 35 million euros. It's nothing. But the reports are suggesting that we see him as a long-term option, not a short-term and an immediate option, therefore won't pay the 30 to 35 million euros. Absolutely madness. This club is absolutely mental. Off the back of that, what forwards are we getting? People talking about Lukaku. All the Taremi noise went cold. So there's lots of noise around Tottenham, but at the moment it seems to be that it's white noise. So let's get some of the comments. Get any questions in. I'll try to get to as many questions as always. Everyone who watches me regularly knows I will try and get to as many questions as possible. But if I can't get to them all, please don't hate me. If anyone wants to put in super chats to guarantee to get read out, more than welcome. As always, the link to subscribe is in the chat and it is pinned to the bar. So you do not need to leave to subscribe. And thank you very much because we now are only 4 away from 10,200. So big up to absolutely everybody that has subscribed. You've been really, really great. So thank you very much, people. Let's start looking at some of these questions and some of these comments. Who have we got in the chat this evening? So we have got, I'm not going to read out all the comments. I'm just going to see who we've got first and foremost. Spartan7 has become a YouTube member. Big up to you, Spartan. Thank you very much for your support. If anyone else would like to become a member, let me know. But there will be a channel member only show later this week. It will probably be Thursday or Friday. Channel members will get their messages read out as a priority. And we'll have channel member only chats in the YouTube community section. So if anyone would like to be a member, let me know. And welcome, Spartan7. Thank you so much for your support. Paul, big up to you. Thank you very much. Adam Harvey is here. I'm not sure why Levy is criticised so heavily. I haven't got the time or energy to go through that one. He's awful. KEB, big up to you as well, saying Levy's penny pinching. Jammy Git is here, explaining why he's been so bad, which is good. Ant is in the chat. Big up to Ant. Big up to Richard Pugh. Hope you're well. Richard Pugh giving himself the title of the second best mod. Is the first here. I'm not sure if Ben K is here. I think that's who we're talking about. Big up if Ben Kaufman is here. Mr. Opinions here. David's here. Ian Satwick is here. Big up to Gary Officer. Hope you are well. Again, we'll talk about this whole thing with Kane going. You would have thought that some activity would have happened by now. Also, we'll be talking about all of the stats that Sky Sports have been putting up about the difference of the way Spurs play now, passes in the final third, pressing, crosses, shots, compared to the last 5-6 years or 5-6 managers I think they did it under. And everything is up. But, as always, keep your feet on the ground. It's 2 games in. Josh Gain, big up to you, Josh, always in the chat. Absolutely, please subscribe, people. It is much appreciated. And let's get those likes up. There's 400 in the house. There's only 99 likes. Come on, people. We know the rules. Big up to absolutely every single person in here. I really do enjoy your company, and hopefully you enjoy mine. So big up to you. Big up to all the other Spurs channels as well. Please subscribe to as many Spurs channels as you can. It really does help. And I think it's important that we get a wide variation of everybody's opinions. Andy Midge is here. KB is here. So is Mark Cook. Big up to you, Mark. Alpesh is here. Hope you are well. N17 Animal. He's here. Perchy TV is here. Apparently they are Perchy. Apparently people are picking their Saudi team now. I don't get it. I feel it's completely pointless. I don't get it. Nige is here. Big up Nige. Pure Coys. Lovely fella is Nige. He said, evening, Savra. Is it wrong I spend more time with you than my family now? Big up. Keep up the good work. Big up to you, Nige. Listen, I'm everybody's family now. It's just the way it is, I'm afraid. Big up to Samuel Gra, channel member as well. Grass, let me know. Glenn is here. Big up. Sava's at work. Sava's always at work. The camera goes on, and that's where I thrive. That's where I love. Thank you to all the people who are subscribing. Thank you so much. I can see them coming in. Where are we? Where are we? Good evening, Savo. Good evening to you, Alan Shepherd. Mario is in the house as well. Balpinder's in the house. Big up to Balpinder, who, of course, won the last giveaway. Steph's in the house. Pedro's in the house. Big up. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about the asking price. We will get there. THFC for life, as said, always like. Absolutely. Look, let's talk about it, guys and girls. Where are we all? Seriously, where are we all? Do we believe that Tottenham Hotspur have had the opportunity to buy Gift Orban and have told his club, Genk, that we do not want to pay the 30 to 35 million release clause? Does anyone believe that? By the way, has the screen gone funny for anyone? I feel like I've gone all a bit funny on the screen. I'm back. What do you make of it? This can't be true, can it? Surely this can't be true. Put your thoughts in the chat. Surely this is Levy being Levy if this is true. If it's not true, then I take it all back, Daniel Levy. Paul Davis is in the chat. Big up, Paul. 1 second. Sorry, started streaming at 6 and it's now nearly 9. I am very thirsty. As said, evening Sava, big up Paul. Love Paul, great guy. Said all this chat about Spurs outgoings and nobody's moving. Are these second fiddle players happy to sit on their backsides and just take the money and not play? Nobody coming in. I think, unfortunately, that is the case. It does very much seem like that. I think they want the salaries that they're getting at Tottenham over going and playing football. I think it's a sad state of affairs, but that's where I think we are. Neil Johnson said, yes, Sava, I like Henry and his streams and views, but if he talks about Saudi again, I think you should block him. I don't think I'm going to be blocking Henry. Faye said, I would take the deal with Orban. We can turn him into a world-class striker. Why not? Why not? Absolutely. John, who's always shouting at me, has said, gift Orban. We are so tight. It's unbelievable. He looks a G. Sorry, I think that's meant to be a great prospect. Absolutely. Robert Wilson, how many faces will come in, Sava? I think 2. I think we will see 2 more come in between now and the end of the window. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's a few more, but I think it will just be 2. And look, after, what have we got? How many days, how many hours left? There's 3 hours left of today. After that, you've got 9 days left of this window to get stuff done. 9 days to get things done. Come on, Tottenham. We've got to get it done. You've got to get it done. Where was I? Ian Satwick has said, you know he's going to go and throw 30 million at Chelsea for Lukaku, but won't pay 27 million for Orban. Levy is deluded. I really hope this sentence isn't true, but so much of me feels like it might be. Richard Pugh has said it is also literally on the page you're on watching this stream. There, right there, next to the join button and the like button is on the right. You can see it. I know you can. Click it. Big up. Thanks, Richard. Always a big supporter. Always has been. Great guy as well. Optimistic Richard, they call him. Or he calls himself. Roy has said, we're not getting Orban. We'll pay more for Brennan Johnson. Confusing but predictable. Interesting one. That is one I should have mentioned earlier when I was doing the intro. Lots of talk in the last 24 hours about Brennan Johnson. Talking about 40, 50 million pounds. Obviously, you've got the British tax. I like Brennan Johnson. Is he a centre forward? I see him more in Kulu's position. Let me know your thoughts. Again, we'll get to that. But there's loads of comments, and you know I will try and get through to all of them. Hopefully, you like this style of show because a lot of you keep coming back. So hopefully, you like it when I get everyone involved. How can Betis afford Lo Celso? We can't afford to be loaning players to Spanish League for another season. This is the worry. So far, we've seen Rodon go out on loan. Looks like Tanganga might go on loan. Surely Lo Celso and Reggie and all these can't keep going on loan. Surely at some point you've got to get rid of them, haven't you? Madzi said, Ndombele is starting to annoy me. He's not convinced by any project. Fenerbahce, Galatasaray, Forest Rennes. I think what he means by that is he's not convinced that any of those football clubs will be able to pay him 200 grand a week that Spurs pay him, right? David C. said, Levy should tell the Deadwoods they don't get paid any longer. Contracts torn up, now Scarpa. Well, the thing is, to not be paid any longer, he'd actually have to pay them out their full salaries, wouldn't he? And thank you to whoever just subscribed. Big up. We're now only 1 away from 10,200. So thank you very much for all your help. John, there's different memberships. I think the cheapest one's like £2. But listen, I'm not ever forcing anybody to become a channel member. I do promote the free things in life. You know, it's free to like, it's free to subscribe, but the channel membership's completely up to other people. Big up to Underground Man, who is claiming he is I'm his favorite subscriber. Sorry, he's my favorite. He's my favorite subscriber. We got there in the end. Yeah, well, listen, you tell everyone else to subscribe, Underground Man, and I might think about it. Good evening to East London Gooner. Good evening to Graham Rue. Colin thinks the Bank of Levy is now closed for business until next year. Big up to Bill. Kaylee Davis, who's a channel member, is in the chat. Big up to you, Kaylee. I said, when exactly does the transfer window close? It closes next Thursday, I believe, at 11 p.m. or midnight. I'll let you know which one in a bit. Someone will put it in the chat. And I will be going live on that day from 12 p.m. through to 11 p.m. for the whole end of the transfer window. So that'll be a mammoth transfer show. And hopefully Spurs are involved in it. Alex has said Maddison's foot is knackered. Well, yeah, we're still waiting to find out the extent of his injury. Drula, who's also a channel member, has said it will be in 8 days. 8 days. It's actually 9 from tomorrow, but big up Drula, big up to yourself. Dave H is in the house. I said, big up to you as well. All the big ups, love it. Let's big up everyone. Everyone big each other up. We all deserve a pat on the back sometimes, don't we? Let's be nice to each other in this world. GG Fun Stuff has said, big up Sava from Israel. When do you think Solomon gets game time? Interesting. I'd start getting him some game time now. If I'm honest, I've been that underwhelmed with Kulu. I would start doing it now. Big up to Blind as a Bat. Said Levy back Conte Mourinho, but doesn't back Poch or Ange. I don't think he backed those two either, if I'm completely honest. I'm not sure how you think he's been backed. Steph, that's a French bulldog, my man. That's a French bulldog, not a pug. The pug is the one who normally sits on my lap. Big up to Daniel Bourdan. Big up to you. Big up to Anna Dawes, who said it's inevitable that Levy drags his feet in the window. He always does. We consistently miss out on level 1 signings, end up getting third string wants, and seems like panic signings. Can't disagree with you there. Big up Ben K is in the house, and he's 25 away from 500. There's the link. Smash it. It's easy. It's free. It's free to do. I always think if you're in a show and you're watching, you must want to subscribe. So subscribe to Ben K. Big up, Ben. Hope you enjoyed your trip to Italy. Billy thinks we'll get a stinker in before the end of the deadline. Let's see. Rodney thinks 2 players, just 2 more players. Come on, Levy, do the right thing. John has said, without Kane, we will lack goals. Charlison is a winger. Well, at the moment, 4 goals from 2 games. At the moment, we're averaging, what's that over a season? 76 goals? Just saying. Tongue in cheek. But I still think we'll score goals. Still think we will score goals. Phil P in the house has said a flying visit from the French warm weather training camp. Big up. Lahoo. Big up to you, mate. Big up to you. Hope you and the family are enjoying yourself out there. Chris has said Levy is delusional. Yeah, it did. Apologies. When it goes glitchy, I'm blaming it fully on YouTube, not on me. Big up to everyone. There's now just under 500 people in the house. Only 157 likes. Smack that like button, people. And for anyone that would like to subscribe, the link is in the chat as we now go on to our next target of 10,500. So let's see if we can get there very, very quickly. Big up to everyone. Smudger has a Savo. I'm hearing Celtic players that joined Saudi team wants out and they're ready to loan him out. I think we're after him. Yeah, a lot of talk about Jota. You're talking about him, aren't you? The left-sided forward. He knows Ange. Ange knows him. Let's keep an eye on that one. Big up, Ian. Ian's in Darlington. I'm in South London. Big up to you over there. Mark has said, Sava, is Orban payment structure a problem? You know what Levy's like. I just don't think this man wants to do anything straightforward, does he? It's the way it is. Gary Officer has said, THSC leadership are the cheapest in the league compared to how much money we have. Ebenezer Scrooges. Mark Cousins has said, more vodka. No, mate, listen, I've given up drinking. So this is purely water. I promise you that is water. Purely, I promise, look. I would not do that with vodka. Andy Midge has said, we will refuse to pay 30 million for Orban, but happily pay 50 million for Brennan Johnson, who's... I think that's harsh. I don't think he's crap, is he? I think that's I don't think, you know... I feel like we're doing that thing again where we're just going a bit over the top on people being people calling players crap. I don't think he's crap by any means, is he? Emmanuel says, Sava, what about the Orban deal? Yeah, look, we're talking about that amongst other things right now. Come on, people. How tight? Look, 10-1-9-9. Come on. Let's get 3 or 4 of you to And let's get that over 10,200 and we can move on to the 10,500. THFC for life has said, us not being able to get rid of Deadwood shows Levy ain't the wheeler and dealer he thinks he is. Yeah, I think he's never been the wheeler dealer. For some reason, he got this kind of reputation, didn't he? Of like you've been levied, and I don't know why, because I think he's terrible at it. Quinny has said, has Yotta left his Saudi club for free? I don't know what's going on there, if I'm brutally honest. I really don't know what is going on. Adam has said, you pay the money if it's the right player, not if he's the best value for money. Lot to be said for that. Big up Martin Knightsbridge in the house has said, if it's true we won't pay 35 million for this up-and-coming striker, then we will never learn and never change. Strap in, people. Yeah, it is worrying, isn't it? There's so many good young players, but you've got to pay. You've got to pay. THFC for life has said, Sava, would you bench Kulu for Solomon? I'd like to see Solomon being given a game. I'm a bit sorry. I know people have a go at me for this. I'm just a bit bored of watching Kulu. I feel like it's a computer game. I know exactly what he's going to do whenever he gets the ball. Phil P said, he who hesitates is lost. Very philosophical, Philip. Spurs are far too ponderous. Go get a couple more players and you turn the ticket price hike and the goodwill at Spurs will be through the roof. Hey, this is Spurs we're talking about. This is Spurs. You know how we roll. John Salvage has come back in and said, don't think we will concede as many goals this season, Sava, but without a proper striker, we just cannot get top four. Maybe not. There's going to be a lot of good teams. Maybe not. But even if we don't get top four, I don't think we can, from where we were last year, I just think we need to consolidate and concentrate on getting back into Europe. I think if we get top four or fifth, if it gets you Champions League, I think Postecoglou would have had a wonderful season. Kaylee has said 9 days is enough time to get it done. This is Daniel Levy we're talking about. Dr. Spurs 82. Do I think we've spent the Kane money? I really hope not. If we have, then it just goes to show there was no point in moving stadium. All of this, we need to move stadium to compete. What's the point? If we're literally going to sell Kane and that's all we're going to spend, we should be spending the Kane money on top of what we've already spent. So let's see. Still 9 days to go. We will find out very, very soon. PTM has said, wish I had Sava's consistency. That's what Son said about Kane. Reese has said, Fulham are also interested in Orban. I think that will tip people over the edge, won't it? I think that will tip people over the edge if he ends up going to Fulham. Alan has said, ring Levy. Sava, tell him to use his savvy. Unfortunately, I don't have his number, but listen, why not? Let's see if we can get it from somewhere. Spurs goal line bar banter. I love that. Has said, yo, Sava, Orban looks like a good young talent. Think we need to take a punt on him. I can't agree with you more. From what I've seen of him, he looks really good. Bring him in. Let him grow with us. This, absolutely. Ben, no tolerance on this now, please, my friend. I know you don't anyway. Anyone spreading nonsense about other content creators will immediately be banned. Please, please, please do not talk about other content creators in a negative way. Those comments will not be shown on screen and you will be blocked. Yeah, stop stirring. Yeah, everyone's cool. Stop stirring. Chris Peters has said Ndombele scammed the club. He's definitely done something to the club, hasn't he? Big up Lisa, who's definitely going to smash the likes. Big up to you. Hope you are well. Do I think Isco would do well? No, I think Isco's time has come and gone. At one point, I thought Isco was a fantastic footballer. Not anymore. Guys and girls, you've got to get those likes up. There's nearly 500 in here and only 190 likes. Come on, people. And we're being a bit tight tonight on the subscribers. Let's get a few more people subscribing. According to YouTube Studio, only 55% of you have subscribed that are watching. So let me know what I need to do. But smash that subscribe button. Show some love. Hey, we should set a target. There's where we are at the moment, 10,200. Let's get that to 10,220 by the end of the show. Come on. Come on, people. Show some love. The link is in the chat and it's pinned. Let's get back to the comments. Twan55 has said, I hate Lo Celso as a person, but we need a 10 as I predict injuries for Maddison all season. The only possibility is Kulu as a 10. No idea if it would work, but yeah, let's see. Big up, John. Listen, it's all good, man. Listen. I know you don't mean anything by it. I know that's how you always talk, so it's all good, my man. Here's a good one. Reno THFC has said, Sava, do you think we will get Lukaku on loan? I feel like it's the sort of deal that Tottenham would do. I'm not saying I would. I just think it's the sort of deal that Tottenham would do. Who in the chat thinks that could be a possibility with Daniel Levy? Who knows? We might sign Lukaku and win the league. Just kidding. Rob Frank, big up to you, has said, hopefully we won't be involved in deadline because hopefully all our business will be done by then. Yeah. That's how it always works at Tottenham, isn't it? Rodney has said, hey, Sav, have you noticed the bigger you get, the less trolls come on? Big up, Sav. Oh, God, I wish. To be fair, we've done really well the last few days without trolls. Listen, I've got the best moderators in the world. They get rid of trolls quickly. And I'm learning how to deal with them. And big up to all of you. Manish Man said, huge up, Sava. How many signings do you think we'll make in January? January? Dude, can we not get through August? I don't know what we're going to do in August, let alone January, mate. In January, 1, 2 max. I mean, it depends, doesn't it, where we are at that moment in time. Big up, Dunkelstalk. Hope you're well, my friend. Said, big up, Sav. Any nerves if we start Gio against Bournemouth? No. Listen, Bournemouth are a decent team, but listen, we should be absolutely fine. I think we will be. No nerves from me on that one. Mile High Hotspur, my man Leo, how you doing, brother? Said, Sava, my homie. Yes, like being called people's homies. Hope all is well. I've been very surprised by our new mentality. This complete 180 from the last 5 years is absolutely amazing to watch so far. I hear you. I agree with everything you're saying. Absolutely everything you're saying. Just to keep you updated, everybody, on some of the transfer news from across the world tonight. We have got Jeremy Doku having medical at West Ham, at Man City tomorrow. West Ham have had a second bid for 42 million euros, rejected by Ajax for Kudus. Where else are we on that front? Steven Gerrard has denied links that his club Al Ettifaq will sign Mason Greenwood. Dinos Mavropanos has joined West Ham for 20 million euros plus 5 million euros add-ons. So David Moyes has his new centre-back. On top of that, Otavio is joining Al Nassr on a 60 million euro package deal from Porto. And Dominic Linkovic is joining Fenerbahce. So lots of news across the world. Not a lot of it contains Tottenham Hotspur. So big up to whoever has just subscribed. But guys, it's really slow today. Come on, we're putting in the effort, but it's not going up. Let's just get a few more, and I promise I won't mention it again. But big up to absolutely everybody inside the house. Big up to Phil P, absolutely. Twan55 has said Mourinho wanted Kim Min-jae for 5 million. Now he's 10 times that. That's what Spurs do, right? We miss out on these players. Savas Mudspur has said, I've just got a French Bulldog. Are you taking the mickey out of me, or have you actually gone and got a French Bulldog? There he is. There's old Frank's face. Big up, Frank. Zeddy said, Sava, you shook me all night long. I have no idea what that is about, but big up to you. Hope you liked being shook. El Dante, big up to you as well, my friend. Yeah, I'm very good. It's been a tough couple of days for me personally, but very, very good. Thank you. Eamon thinks that Jota is coming. I like him. I wouldn't be against this. Deal. Mike Naylor said, Levy, dead right to get some of the first before we buy more. Wouldn't make any sense to have loads of players who we don't want sitting around. Mike, keep making excuses for Levy, my friend. As I always say, the people who are making these excuses, Levy put us in this position in the first place. This is a disaster of his own making. I don't back him at all. Bring in the players we need, then deal with the deadwood. Get the players in that we need to go forward. Rodney Roberts said, pay your rent, people. Hit the like button. Bang on for that. El Dante has said, heard that Gift Orban might cost between 30 and 40 million. It's nothing. It's nothing for a club that just sold a player for 100 million. Alex has said, Levy, always disappointing. Dylan is in love with Basuma. You got a while to go until Valentine's Day, but I think he might appreciate a card. Big up to you. Chasey said he ain't worth 50 million. Who is nowadays? All players seem to be costing loads and loads and loads, right? All of them do. Sorry, am I still good for tomorrow at 1:30? Yes, I am good for tomorrow at 1:30. I had to think whose show I was on then. Yeah, absolutely. Tomorrow's a busy streaming day for me. El Dante said, good on you, Sava, for giving up alcohol. Good decision. It's too much socially accepted for a drug. Yeah, I just got to the stage where my body can't handle it. I don't like how it gives me hangovers, and I want to be able to do some different things. Chris Peters has said the club's silence is deafening. Frustrating with 8 days to go. It's 9, but yes, I hear you. PTM Productions said, I loved your stream with rants. It was class. You put Sky to shame. Oh, thank you. So I told you, someone ring up Sky Sports, ring up Talk Sports, see if you can get me a gig on there. Adam said, do people not acknowledge any of the good chat that has come from Daniel Levy becoming chairman? Any of the good that has come from, like what? No, I don't know what he's done for me. My club now doesn't ever win anything. It now charges the earth, and it's an entertainment venue. No, not for me, mate. Sorry, this guy has had 23 years to make this club good and still hasn't. So not for me. Big up to Ray Chesto, who said, love the content. Come on, you Spurs. Big up, Ray. Thank you very much. Yeah, John, you're right. Spurs now playing front foot, attacking football. Chris has said the next 4 home games are sold out. Of course, they're always going to be sold out. Of course they are. C. Shearman said Fulham doing a power move to get Dyer, Tosin done. Listen, I'd quite happily swap Tosin Adebayo for Eric Dyer all day long. Madzi has said, to be fair, what do you think Levy has been doing this whole time? No matter what you think of him, he isn't daft enough to sit on his backside with a week left in the window. Yeah, he is. He does it every window. We should never be in a situation where we've got 9 days to go and only Winks and Kane have been sold. I'm sorry. We should never be in this position. I don't give any credit to Daniel Levy. I think he's a terrible chairman. Chris has said moving stadium was about Enoch Entertainment Brand. Of course it was. It wasn't about Tottenham Hotspur fans, was it? That's just what everyone believed. Definitely no Saudi watch-alongs this week. Balpindra said only the Premier League teams have got rid of average speed player for top money from their Saudi-connected teams. D Book of Love has said Levy is waiting for September the 1st when Audi has a sale. Yeah, and when it's too late. Brian has said if Maddison misses time against Bournemouth or the next match, it isn't the end of the world. We give Lo Celso time in that new role while Maddie recovers. Yeah, Kulu could shift in there as well. We've got options. I think we'll be absolutely fine. Let's see. I'm always trying to say less than 10 minutes behind. How does mod work? Does Ben get paid or does he sit there doing it for free using his own time? Yeah, mods choose to be mods. No one forces them. Imagine, Ben, sorry, mate, I'll buy you a Nando's when I see you. But yeah, mods don't get paid. I don't know how much money you think YouTubers make. Not enough to have some people, not enough to have a whole crew of people you're paying. Ian Satwick has said, well said, Ben. And as for slagging off people that are giving up their time and providing something for free, what's wrong with you people? Absolutely. I think we've been good in the chat tonight. I haven't seen anything really bad, to be honest. I don't know if Gio is top class. I mean, I've seen 4 really disappointing years from him. I don't think I'd call him top class if I'm being brutally honest. I think that's more hope than expectation or reality, so to speak. Surely Ange wants Kyogo. Now, I'm pretty sure that Kyogo signed a new contract at the beginning of this window, didn't he, for 5 years at Celtic? I'm not saying you can't get players out, but it would seem a bit strange if they then sold him. But if they want him, go and get him. Connor has said, Sava, opinions on a winger being our priority for the system to work even better. Think we need a few 1v1 specialists, and Nico Williams at Bilbao should be a cert. I would take this guy all day long, Connor. I would take Nico Williams all day long. I do worry that both of our favoured wingers aren't very good at taking their man on. I agree with you. I agree with this. I like Nico Williams at Bilbao. I've got a feeling they would definitely price us out the market. I really, really do. Big up to everyone. There's now 527 people in the house. Only 239 likes. Come on, that's less than half. We're really slacking, people. This is like payment for me. It helps me. I'm not asking you for any money. Just smash that like button and it sends it round the internet and helps people subscribe. And also, thank you very much. We're currently sitting there at 10,203. Let's get 17 more. If 17 more of you right now, we can get to today's target of 10,220. Link is in the chat. I'll ask you nicely. Please do it for me. I do put in the hard graft for you all. Scare, who is a channel member, big up to you. And hopefully I'm saying that right. Scare or Scur. I said, let's go, Sava. Hope you're good. Do you think we are looking for a player that could play across the front three? I really think we could do with a couple of forwards. Well, do you remember, Scur? This was the same last year when I was told by everyone that the reason we're signing Richarlison is because he can do that job. And what we're seeing is Richarlison can't really do any job. Sorry if anyone likes him. Coys Ramirez said the reason Spurs want to sign Lukaku is because we're looking for a holding striker under Koglu's system. And holding the ball is the one thing Lukaku is actually still good at. Interesting. What I will say, if we did go and get a Lukaku, I don't think we will, but if we did get him, I trust Ange Postecoglou. Spurs King doesn't and said, I'd rather see Big Ange up front instead of Lukaku. Philly, big up Philly. It's a different year, same windows. We will sign one player in January. If that watching Spurs in the market is like having your teeth extracted. Oh, Phil, I love you so much, man. Big up to you. Hope you are well. Big up to Blaine Dev, always a huge supporter of the channel. I said, I get we need to trim the squad, but surely Ange is beating Levy door every 2 minutes to get a reliable striker in. Richie will score no more than 8 this year. I can't agree with you more. Thank you so much for the comment. I can't agree with you more. All of these people going, oh, but he needs to get rid of people first. Get the players in, then let these players go. Do we really want to say that we missed out on European football at the end of the year because we didn't sell a few players to bring in one? Surely you bring in one and then don't register some of those players. If it was me, I would be sitting there right now saying to some of these players, hey, just so you know, we're not registering you. So you and your agent need to go and find a club or you're going to be sitting in the reserves all year. That's what I would do. Jeff has said, Sava, I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you Maddison is injury prone, but you pounced at my comment, claiming it to be a misconception. Well, hang on. He hasn't even missed a game yet. Hasn't missed a minute yet. Listen, all I did, Jeff, all I did was bring up the number of games he's played each year, which doesn't suggest his injuries are ever as bad as people like you make out. I don't, you know, you can do it, and I told you so, but at the moment, we haven't had an official announcement that he's missing the game. You know, what if he misses one game? Got to relax. Crazy, Jeff. Crazy behaviour. Martin Knightsbridge said, Sava, it's been a quiet week for the trolls as it's annual twat in a chat holiday camp. Could you imagine the holiday? I just can't. There are lots of trolls. But hey, it's been good lately. Absolutely, I would not take Greenwood. No, all these people, I wouldn't take him. I just don't think that sends out the right message at all. Oh, don't. I would love a burger. That makes me feel like I might order a burger. Yeah, I'd love it. Oh, we've got this burger place down the road in Bromley called Marlowe's Burgers. And you know, it's one of those ones that when it arrives and you won't take it out the kind of like the foil wrapping, you just see the kind of burger juice and the cheese dripping from the side and you just look at it and go, I'm going to enjoy this. Got me thinking about burgers now. Big up to every one of you. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. Keep subscribing, people. Keep doing it. Why are you so against getting me to 10,220 by the end of the evening? Just needs 15 of you. Jazz Fusion, big ups you, Jazz, has said, Jota, a good player. Won't hold my breath, though. We'll see. It seems like a no-brainer. He knows Ange's system. If he's leaving on loan, seems like it's obvious. But Spurs don't always do the obvious thing, do they? Let me know. Let me know. Oh, hang on. Who's messaging me? It's Perchy messaging me. Send the link. There we go. If you don't mind how old are you? I don't mind. I am how old I am. I am 40. You can tell by these lines on my head. 40 years of age now. PTM. I said, if you could fill 3 positions in the team, what are they? Centre back, right back. No. Centre back, centre forward, winger. There we go. I'll go with that. Big up. Big up, big up. Angus said, I'll still, my prediction for where we'll finish. Yeah, Angus, I'd love to know your prediction. Angus is one of the nice Arsenal fans. He comes in here. Give me your prediction, Angus. Where are Arsenal going to finish this season? Let me know where you're going to finish. I've got you down for 2nd or 3rd. Hang on. Mark Fielder said, Sava, stadium and training ground. I don't know what this is in response to. What was this about? Sorry. What was this in response to? I'm not sure. Rodney Roberts, the Spurs, the Sava fan base. Yeah, they wouldn't ever have me on Sky, anything like that. Don't be silly. I'm not nice enough about the club. People go on there and they're like, yeah, Spurs. I'm like, nah, got to do this. Levy this. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. Ryan has said, what Maddison injured? I mean, there's talk that he might play. So I think we need to just relax on that one a bit. Brian has said it's a bit much to say he failed. Maddison, Mickey van der Ven, he could have done better, like still something before the window closes. Who? Levy. At the moment, the deadwood hasn't gone. He's failed. The striker hasn't been brought in. He's failed. Another centre-back hasn't been brought in. He's failed. He has failed. You can't bring in 2 players and then we go, oh, it's good. Sorry. There's standards to this game. Ray has said, Sava, who would you bring in from the youth team that you think could play? Well, I mean, you've got to look straight away, haven't you, Alfie Devine? And then after that, you've got to look at Ashley Phillips. I know we just bought him, but these 2 have got to be the next ones, right? I would think. Brian has said, Sonny is wasted on the line, won't score out there. I agree with you. Mike Reyes has said, Sava has paid me in the form of a video file containing many minutes of Richarlison's Pigeon dance compilation, but don't know about Ben. Yeah. Oh, God, can you just Richarlison? And I just said it to Henry on his show. And you all know this is true, don't you? Everyone knows this is true. If he grabs a goal against Bournemouth, everyone will go, oh, see, he's a player. Give him confidence. He isn't for me at all. El Dante said, for anyone who's enjoying tonight's stream and haven't clicked the like, why? Do you know what? As YouTubers, we always ask that question. Would be good to know the genuine reasons and how channel can be improved. Please, absolutely. Let me know how I can improve. I'd love to know. Keep it clean. I'd love to know. I always come on and try and deliver a show. When it's just me, I try and deliver a show where I get as many comments as possible. And all I ask back is that you like and subscribe. So hopefully people will. We're now only 12 away from the 10,220 target for today. So that would be amazing if another 12 of you would. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. But please do. Much love. Ian has said, I'm always right. I'm always right, TV. I meant the people that... okay, right. Yeah. Okay. El Bastardo has said, hello, Sava, mate. Long time. Was pals with you on Twitter. You coming back? Absolutely not. Nice to see you again. Absolutely not coming back to Twitter. It is a cesspit of life. No, not going back there, my friend. Zafar Aguna has said, hey, Sava, please rank Basuma, Caicedo, Rice and Guimaraes. I don't know. They're all very different players, aren't they? I mean, I really like Bruno Guimaraes. I would like him alongside of Basuma. I'll tell you that much. I'm not going to do that. Whatever I say, it will just cause utter world war. And I can't be bothered with it. Robert Wilson has said, would you have Carter Vickers back? No, I wouldn't have Carter Vickers back. I don't think he's quick enough for the Premier League. And... Blaine Dev again, so generous, has said, Sava, follow on Bring in the players now, even if we have to wait until Jan to get rid. If they're not gone now, we carry their wages. 1-2 players doesn't tip our wage budget into crisis. Mate, I agree with you. This is why all the people that keep making excuses, for me, act like a big club. Tell the players that you don't want, that they're having their contracts ripped up. Tell them that. David has said, hey, Sav, great show tonight. You can bring back one Spurs player from the past, but who? For me, it's Greaves. I think everyone knows who I'm going to say, right? Can everyone see that? David Ginola. Boom. What a man. I could have picked loads, but I just loved Ginola. He just made me fall in love with football all over again, even though I'd already fallen in love with it. Thank you to the 2 people that just subscribed. Now only 10 away from that 10,220. Let's at least get to 10,215. 8 people. That's all. Gabriel 1 has said, Savvy, your score prediction for Bournemouth. I think Spurs will win 2-1. I think it'll be a tight game, but I do think we'll win 2-1. And by the way, the player that everyone has wanted all summer, Sangare, the defensive midfielder, has just equalised for PSV against Rangers in the Champions League game. So nice and interesting. Gary has said, like to see you on TalkSport having a conversation about Levy with Simon Jordan. I'd love to talk to Simon Jordan. I like Simon Jordan as a pundit. It'd be very interesting. He'd probably wrap me up in financial speech. But hey, listen, I'd love that. That would be a dream. Adam Harvey has said Spurs' average position before Levy was between 8th and 14th because we didn't sell enough players in a single window. He's failed. Mate, Adam, it's 23 years. It's 23 years. Do you know what, Adam? If you would like to, you're more than welcome to come on and have this debate. I quite happily have the Levy debate with you. If you want to jump on, let me know and I'll give you the link. Look, I after 23 years, after 23 years, we really, really, really should be a club that are winning things, that has a brilliant academy set up, that has a philosophy, a structure in place. After 23 years, what's he done? What's he done after 23 years? The academy isn't good. The scouting's been poor. The scouting setup has been awful, right? The youth team has produced hardly anything in his tenure since he's been here, right? We don't win trophies. What is it that people love about him? But Adam, if you would like to come on, and not in a bad way, but if you want to come on and have the chat, I'd quite happily have you on, mate. I really, really would. Where are we? Sorry, there's so many comments. Lots of reports as well that Spurs are going to bid for Jonathan David. I prefer Orban from what I've seen, but at this stage, I just don't care. I just want a forward in that can score goals. International Observer has said Ginola. I love that man. I just love that man. There's no player at Spurs now who gets you off my feet like Ginola. Someone said Amrabat to United apparently done. Is that your new Frenchie as well? He or she is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous little thing. Big up to you. Done by whose account? Who said this? Tom Martin as Sava, I need a burger now. Thanks for that. We'll buy you a burger and a pint of water at some point when you have 15K. Listen, at this rate, I can't even get to 10,220, let alone another 5K. But big up to you. Jazz Fusion, I said, was promised 7 ripped up contracts, still waiting. Yeah, it was never going to happen. Glenn Hope said, why are we going against each other? We're all for our great club. We all want the same. Win. If they not play good football, we'll watch different channels. We're adults. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, sure. I agree with you. Good morning, Cole. I hope you're well, my friend. I really hope you are well. Big up to you. THFC20 has said, Sav, how you doing? Where do you think is the highest position we can get in the Prem this season? Right now, without a striker and without another centre-back, I would say 6th. I truly believe that if one of our centre-backs gets injured, we've got a poor centre-back in reserve. And at the moment, I do feel we need a striker. So sort those 2 areas out. Why can't we get 4th? But at the moment, I'm just not quite there. Blaine Dever said, Sava, you and me literally share the same love. Ginola made me start supporting Spurs. Listen, I mean, I supported Spurs before Ginola came, but when he came, it was just amazing. I loved watching him play football. Gaz has said, Sav, great show from a United fan. Big up to you. Yeah, listen, we're all football fans. No matter who we support, we're all football fans first and foremost. Let's always remember that. Big up. Keep smashing that like button. There's 526 people in here. Keep smashing that like button. We should at least be on 400 and we're only on 302. And guys and girls, we need 10 to get to the 10,220. 10 people. That's all I ask. Smash that subscribe button that I've just put in the chat. Chris D has said Jota is 100% better than Kulu, can play both sides, was great against Real Madrid in the Champions League, and will be interested, I'm sure, for sure. Let's hope so. I would really like that. Hey, Ellie has said, I meant seriously, thanks for mentioning my niece, Sava. Big up. Have I missed it? I might have missed a comment. Is Drew? Oh, okay. Okay. I can. Right. Sorry, Drewler. Yeah. Big up to you. Big up to. Big up to you. Big up to Drewler. And I hope all is well. Big up to Ellie and go and support her channel. Please, please do. Tell everyone to subscribe, Ellie. It's a tough slog out here. It's a tough slog. And Fabrizio Romano's posted something. I bet it's nothing about Tottenham. But hey, let's have a look, shall we? What's he posted? What's he posted? No, it's just come up the same thing that he'd already posted. So big up to Fab Romano. Carl has said, what happened if the Deadwood can't be registered because there's surplus requirements? Do they play elsewhere or what? No, they literally just sit and they go into, they sit and just waste away. Why not? Robert said, this is the 9th biggest club in the world. We need silverware. Look, do you know what? I just think for me, it's just, I see that Levy gets a lot of praise, but we're praising him for things that aren't really achievements. I don't know what we've done. We've moved to this great big stadium. We're still terrible in the market. We still don't ever show any ambition. Look, Van der Ven and Madison are good signings, but it's not ambition. Ambition is you go and get 2 or 3 more like that at the same time. That's ambition. Lee has said, evening, Sava. Levy is more interested in building another hotel on the high road than pushing the team forward. Yeah, we all know that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Can't agree with you more. Brian has said Spurs could take off with the right owner. Huge club being kept down by Levy's ultra-conservative approach. This, and more this. D&B Forever, big up to you. Said, evening, Sava. Just got in from work. Any good Spurs news or still waiting? We're still waiting. We're still waiting. Still waiting, like we are for those subscribers. Big up to you. International Observer, rather, said, this narrative of can't sell so won't buy is really irresponsible and an ideological obsession of Levy. It makes no football sense. You buy your targets and that forces the issue with the unwanted. Bang on. Absolutely bang on. Sava, why did you support Spurs? Chose a team young, born into it. It was the first game I was taken to by my uncle. When I was 2, 3, the first game I was taken to was Tottenham Hotspur. So, yeah, it's just been that simple, really, because I was actually born south of the river. But first game I was ever taken to was Tottenham Hotspur. Here we are all these years later, and 23 of them under Levy. Soundboy said, football question here. Since Neymar's left Europe, who has had a better career, Bale or Neymar? Bale, easily. Bale, easily. For me, Neymar, if he had stayed at Barcelona, maybe. But I think he had a couple of great years at Barca and then took a really easy option going to France. Bale, for me, forged his path in the Premier League. And then after that, went and did it in Spain, year in, year out, Champions Leagues after Champions League after Champions League. So Bale for me easily. Rich has said, so many need to go out the door, and the Kane deal seems to have been so time consuming. We need to get 4 players out at least and bring in 3. No way that will happen. Absolutely. I agree with you. Glenn Hope has said TalkSport would be good as like a podcast. Level-headed and open to talk facts, whatever club. Big up, Sava. Big up to you. Thank you. Some nice things. Maybe one day these good things will happen to me. We never know. Chris Peters has said, Graham Roberts, Hoddle and Mabbott stole my heart and made me into a Spurs supporter. Ginola was class. Yeah, we've had some top players at this club. Ian, I'll say it for the last time. Yes, please do. It would really be appreciated. But if people don't want to, we can't make them. But big up to everyone that has. And we are stuck on 313 likes. It's been very, very tight tonight. Ellie has said, you've got a man crush on Ginola too, as well as love him as a player. Oh, yeah. What a man. He had everything, didn't he? Looks, nice long hair. Oh, what a man. Just, yeah, loved him. Loved him. Glenn, Jesus, that's putting me on the spot. Top 5 worst forwards for Spurs. Gregor Raziak, Dave McEwen, Richarlison's fast getting up there. Let me think of a few others. You've thrown me there. I mean, Ellie, listen, first of all, Hoddle was the god of White Hart Lane. But again, very difficult, very different players, right? Very different players. Didn't Ange say the priority is players out? So why are we tripping? We need players out. We can't just keep buying. Again, keep making excuses for them. This is mad. You've got to force the players out. You've got to force the players out. Yeah, listen, Ellie, this is the thing. I think when people ask the question and you're looking at Ginola, who was a wide man, and Hoddle, who was a number 10, so to speak, I can't see the debate. Listen, I would love either of them in this club now. I've done this before and then I get told off because I don't put Son in it. When I don't put Son in it, people go mad. Guys, if anyone thinks Soldado is one of the worst 5 forwards they've seen at Spurs, then you must be young. He is nowhere near one of the worst 5 forwards that Tottenham have had. Nowhere near. No, nowhere near. You must be young. Nowhere near. Ellie, back me up on this one. Some of the older people in the chat. Listen, there's been some stinkers down the year. Stinkers. Like this guy, for example. Jason Dazelle was a very poor player. There's been so many poor players at Tottenham. But big up to each and every one of you. Guys and girls, listen, I am going to leave it there. It was just a nice, quick hour. Thank you so much for everybody that has joined. I've really enjoyed the Spurs chat. You know we're going to be back tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Join me live, and we will see. Hopefully, some things can start happening tomorrow. Been saying this for a very, very long time. Much love to you all. I'll ask nicely, please like on your way out. Please subscribe on your way out. And thank you for your support. Really appreciate it. Take care, everyone. And as always, come on, you Spurs.